welcome to Ponder This. So glad to have you. Thank you for allowing me to sow seed into your heart and life over the next 2 or 3 minutes. And that's all I'm going to take. I think you can say a whole lot in just a few minutes. So I want you just to take note of something to ponder about that I pray will inspire you. All right, here we go. For those of you who find that when gathering with the church's worship, learning and growing has ceased to be relevant, note the words of Hebrews in chapter 10, 23 through 25. Let us not give up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but let us, here we go, encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that fantastic? All right. Let me tell you something, my friend. Learning and growing should never become irrelevant. It should always be relevant. And that's what church is really all about. It's not just simply an ingathering of people just to sit and shake hands and kind of get in a rut and do everything by rote. But we go to God's house because we want to grow, we want to learn, we want the fellowship, we want the presence of God to come alive. So the relevance of it is established through hundreds of years of people going and began knowing what thus saith the Word of God. So I encourage you to not give up meeting together as many have seemingly got in the habit of doing. But let us purpose to go to encourage others. I often endeavor to say this to people and even to remind myself. I want God not just to flow into me, but to flow through me. All right. I don't want to just be ministered to. I want to be ministered through. I want God's blessings, God's grace, God's mercy to be reflected in the way I live every single day. Because you see, you and me as Christians, we're the only Jesus that some non-believers are ever going to see. They're never going to pick up the Word of God, or very rarely do they do it. And so you and I have to be the encourager. We have to be the reflector of a God of love. Not a God who is out to stick it to you every time you break some commandment or some law. Not someone that is in a continual judgmental type of attitude when things are not going the way they want them to go. No. Jesus loved everybody. And Jesus manifested that love. It didn't matter if it was a prostitute or a priest. He loved everyone equally. And he hung out with anybody that was willing to hang out with him. All right? So what I'm saying, my friend, is don't get out of a habit of doing something that is not only beneficial to your spirit, but also beneficial to others, because you become an encouragement, not a discouragement. And we need to notice what he said here. Do that as we see the day approaching. What day? The coming of the Lord. You see, we're on the verge of a catastrophic change in this world. Jesus is coming soon. I believe that with all of my heart. I've been preaching this a long time, but there are signs everywhere that was recorded into this book thousands of years ago, and we're seeing them literally unfold before us. It tells me that day is coming. So let us be encouragers. Let us be someone that lifts someone up, not someone that is always having to have a handout, but someone that is becoming a conduit for God's grace and glory. The world needs Jesus. You have Jesus. Give him away. God love you. God bless you. Ponder that. You are blessed.